I'm here in, well, a bar. In fact, I could be in just about any bar where any band is playing. This episode of Mixdown Meltdown is dedicated to all of you bands that play small bars like this when you bring everything: PA, instruments, cables, etc. I'm going to break down the bare essentials you need, what to look out for, and help get this band rocking this tiny bar in North Jersey playing some classic rock hits.
Okay, so from what I was told, we have another main that's going to go on a pole, and this is the only sub we have to work with. Guitar is going to get mic'd up, bass is not going to go direct, and we have 4 mics to work with for the drums, and we have a drum vocal, and I think, how many vocals you guys have?
That's the real story.
How many vocal microphones do you guys have?
Sorry?
How many vocal microphones do you guys have?
1, 2, 3.
3, okay. And 2 monitors are going to be 1 for the drums and 1 for the center. So let's take a look at the board that we're actually going to be working with tonight.
The first thing you should look out for is a PA system. There are 2 kinds of speakers, active and passive. For bands in this situation, go active. The difference between active and passive speakers is power. Active speakers have their own power amp built in. Passive speakers require an external power amp. In plain English, you just need a power cable for active speakers. Just make sure that the speakers you get have a high SPL, meaning how much volume the speaker can produce before it distorts. Your local music store should have a live sound section. Just go in and test some speakers and hear what sounds good to you. The next big thing on your list, non-instrument wise, is a mixer. You don't have to be too fancy here. If you're a small band just gigging at bars, you need a mixer with enough inputs for vocals and a couple of direct instruments where needed. Just make sure that the mixer you get has enough basic features where you can have everything you need, plus the convenience of being able to record if you want. I highly recommend the Tascam Model 12 or 24, depending on how many inputs you need. The preamps sound great, the build quality is solid, and you can direct record all of the tracks to an SD card. It's a solid buy. I've used the Model 24 for several years, and it's wonderful.
I'm going to put, instead of the toms, I'm going to hang these up as overheads, I think. So we'll see when that time comes. This looks like the old Alesis board that I used to work with all the time back when I was podcasting. So running a band through this little console right here, probably definitely on the smaller side of what I've worked with, but we shall see. Oh, they have effects too with everything, so we can send the effects on the channel right here. Here's the FX send, and then we can just put a reverb and whatnot on it. So this is great. So I only have 3 EQ curves to work with here, so let's see. The high is a 10K shelf, the mid is a 2.5K, and the low is 100 Hertz. So what I'm guessing is, for this, we're going to have to, gain control is going to be absolute necessity for this. So let me reset the gain immediately right here. And let me reset all of this, because God knows what we're going to encounter tonight with this. Alright, so there's no sound hole in this kick drum, so that's going to be fun. Let's take a look, and then let's see. He's got 3 rack toms on the floor, so what I think I'm going to do then is put this mic a little bit more up here, and then this mic above the floor tom, just so I can get the sound of both of them. So I think that's what I'm going to do right now.
Next, microphones. Always buy what sounds best for you and in your budget. However, if you're on a very tight budget, you can't go wrong with the SM58 for vocals and the SM57 for just about everything else. There's a reason why you see both of those mics on every stage at every festival in any situation. They are so versatile, they can take a pounding, and the amount of things that you can mic with those things is endless. For tiny stage areas and rooms like this, the more direct instruments you have, the better.
And then one thing that we are absolutely going to do is move this snare mic from the bottom of the snare to the top. Now, if they had a second snare mic, I would gladly have a bottom snare mic, but they don't. So with the snare drum, if you just mic the bottom snare, it's just going to get nothing of the body of the snare. It's going to get nothing but the literal snare sound, all the high end. So if you have one mic for a snare drum, always mic the top. So that's what I'm going to do right now. And first things first, I'm going to have to come in from the side over here and mic up the snare.
I know it's shocking for a drum purist like me to say this, but an E drum kit would serve you better here than an acoustic drum kit. Acoustic drum sets are very loud. The convenience of an E drum set saves not only time of miking, you don't even need to mic that up, but also you can load your favorite preset on it and have the same sound everywhere you play. Not to mention, you can send a stereo mix out from that E drum kit into your speaker system without the overwhelming volume of the acoustic kit overwhelming everything else. A good bass amp will fill the room naturally, and all that's left is praying that your guitar player can control his or her amp volume so that your vocals don't get drowned out. We are talking about guitar players here, so asking them to lower their amp might be difficult for you.
All right, we are all set up. I have my phone connected via Bluetooth to this, so now we're just going to make sure that the PA is working. Well, we got audio from that one. All right, we got it. We're good. We got sound. All right, Tony, let's hear your vocal.
Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Hey, 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 check 1, 2. Yeah. Okay. Whoa. Hey, hey, check. Check 1, 2. Check, check, check. Check. Checking the monitor. Checking the monitor.
I'm sorry?
Behind you and turn the air on.
Oh my God, please, you're a saint. Thank you. All right, can you hear yourself okay?
A little bit up. Hey, hey, check, 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 check. That's good.
Okay. We're good. Can you hear him out of that?
Check 1, 2.
You're good? You can hear him? Okay. Now let's get your vocal and then Chris's guitar and then his vocal.
Check, check, check. Can you give me a little wetness on that?
I will. Let me just get your levels real quick.
Test. Test. Hello. Hello.
Can you hear yourself okay?
Test. Check. Check.
Can you hear okay?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right, and I'll set the same settings for Mr. Chris.
Here's now. Can you hear me? Yeah. There you go. It's too loud. Check. 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 Good. Good.
Okay, so we got all 3 vocal mics. Let's go around the drum kit now. Starting with the kick only, please. Snare only, please. Can you go around? Just go around the toms. Give me a little bit of everything. Good. Thank you. 1, 2. Hey, hey. 1, 2. 1, 2. Hey, hey. 1, 2. 1, 2. Hey, hey. 1, 2. Hey, hey. Hey, hey. 1, 2. 1, 2. Hey, hey. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay. 1, 2. Hey, hey. Okay.
All right.
Can I hear your guitar, please? Are you playing with an overdrive too? Chris, are you playing with an overdrive? Holy shit.
We're dialed in here, guys. I'm all set for 3 hours of classic rock hits, and the patrons here buying drinks, boozing up, and having a good time. Remember, guys, you don't need to spend a fortune if you're a bar band. Invest in good, affordable gear, and you'll be rocking your local dive bars in no time. Figure out what's important to you, figure out what instruments you absolutely need to get your gig going, and keep it simple. Remember, you're playing bars, not jazz at Lincoln Center. Shop what's in your budget and what sounds best for you. That's all for me for this episode. I'll be back with another church worship mix soon. Take care, guys.